E for openings chess, when to play c4 or e for breaks. Imagine stepping onto a chessboard where your first move sets the stage for a battle of ideas. You start with d4, aiming to control the center. But then the question arises, should you push c4 or e for next? Both moves are powerful, but they serve different purposes and come into play at different moments. Playing c4 early is like throwing a punch on the flank. It puts immediate pressure on black's d5 pawn and challenges their grip on the center. This move is common in openings like the queen's gambit, where white wants to control space indirectly. It helps develop your queenside pieces smoothly and keeps tension in the center. You usually play c4 when black has occupied or contested d5, and you want to undermine their pawn structure. It's a strategic move that prepares for a positional battle, giving white options to develop pieces actively and keep the game flexible. On the other hand, e4 is a more direct approach. It's often played later after white has established a solid position. When you push e4, you are claiming more central space immediately. This move opens lines for your bishops and queen, creating attacking chances. It's common in openings like the Catalan or queen's gambit declined, where white prepares with moves like nc3 and sometimes f3 to support e4. Playing e4 can lead to open positions, giving white chances to attack quickly if black's setup isn't solid. But it requires careful planning because pushing e4 too early or without proper support can weaken your position. Deciding when to play c4 or e4 depends on what you want from the game. If your goal is to keep the center flexible and challenge black's d5 pawn from the flank, c4 is your move. It's a classic choice that fits openings like the queen's gambit or Nimzo Indian. If you're aiming to seize more space and open lines for an attack, then preparing and playing e4 is the way to go. It's often a move you make after developing your pieces and ensuring your position is stable enough to handle the open lines. Sometimes, players use both moves in sequence. They start with c4 to challenge the center and later push e4 to open the position further. This approach can catch your opponent off guard and give you a strong initiative. The timing of these breaks also depends on how black responds. If black plays d5 and e6 solidly, you might delay e4 until you're fully ready. If black's setup is more flexible, you might push e4 earlier to take advantage of the opportunity. In essence, c4 is your first tool to challenge black's flank and control space indirectly. e4 is your follow-up to claim the center directly and open lines for your pieces. Recognizing when to use each move depends on the position's demands, your overall plan, and how black sets up their defenses. Mastering these pawn breaks helps you steer the game into positions that suit your style and strategy.